Haven't seen me for a long time and already missed me? To be honest, I also missed you. That's why I'm back. With a new useful video for you, and today my friend will help me. Please welcome Dima. He is a real master in running and, what's more important, in running shoes. Dima represents the Run Lab and he is the founder of the first school of natural running in Ukraine. Before we start, I would like to recommend you Run Repeat service, a real helper for choosing the best pair of running shoes, so you can get your ideal pair by your own. Every month, plus 1 million runners from the whole world visit this site for leaving their real feedback on running shoes that they have tested. For evaluating each pair of shoes, Run Repeat team spent from 15 to 30 hours for you to receive full info, which technologies are used, model popularity, honest feedback, and of course eShop deals are mentioned where you can buy it. From 0 to 100 run score is used for each model estimation that summarize opinions from experts and users into one simple score. Now, on a pair of Adidas Energy Boost, let me show you how it works. So I enter the site, choose Adidas brand, and further choose the model that I'm interested in. Here we have it. Its score is 92 among 100 possible. It's number 44 best running shoes. Number 13 best Adidas shoes. In Ukraine, it's the number 63 most popular running shoes. Moreover, here you will find advantages and disadvantages of each model, and also purchase proposals with a delivery in your country, and that's important. Well, Run Repeat is a real amazing helper for you to choose the best running shoes. Go and check it by yourself, a link is in the bio. Now, let's come back to our conversation with Dima. So, Dima, for how long are you fond of running? What do you do in Run Lab? And are there any schools of unnatural running if yours is of natural?
Well, I'm an active runner already for 6 years, and together with my friend we have right shoes, right apparel for them to feel comfortable in all seasons and avoid injuries. I have decided to open the school for natural running after seeing how people were doing it wrong. For instance, they started from a heel, their shoulder girdle and lumbar spine were totally blocked. So I felt a desire to make it easier for them, to make them run relaxed and with a smile on their faces. It's like you run barefoot, you are landing on toes, your shoulders are relaxed, you look forward and nothing makes you stressful. We are for such kind of running, beautiful running. That's why the school is called Laboratory of Natural Running.
Dima, please share some advices for those who would like to start running but they don't know how to make it correct, what to wear and how to run.
Here are 5 advices. The main is to choose the correct sneakers. For example, they should be soft if you run on the pavement. Of course, it's better to run on the natural ground. Nevertheless, shoes are very important. The second advice is to run with a low heart rate, under 140 beats per minute. The third advice is, like for each new hobby, to start slowly. I mean, run every other day, not longer than 30 minutes or even 20 minutes. It can be a mix, running, walking, running, walking. Advice number 4 is to pay attention on the running technique for saving your energy. And the last advice is a recovery and relaxation. At the end of the active week, it's good to do the massage therapy, visit sauna bath, do yoga or simple stretching.
When it's better to run, in the morning or in the evening?
It depends. For example, for losing weight, it's better to run in the morning and on an empty stomach. Yes, this will bring the best result. Lipid exchange will be in action together with the running load, but it's a general rule and should be adjusted personally. The main is not to run 2 hours before sleep. So if you plan to go to bed and have just 30 minutes left, then to have a run is not a good idea at all.
What about food? Shall we eat something special before run? And if the metabolic window exists?
After training, it's good to eat some banana, as it contains kalium, which recuperates the heart. Also, it's recommended to eat 5-6 times per day. Of course, not much. What else is to concentrate on carbs in the morning hours. In the afternoon, more protein should be included into the diet. But when people want to lose weight, it's better to avoid banana after training, as it's a high-calorie fruit. In this way, people must take into account product's calorific value and to control all that they eat.
Listen, probably you runners have your own fashion. What are your favorite brands? Tell me.
Favorite one? For now I prefer Saucony. Yeah, Saucony is #1 for me. Yes, now I choose Saucony.
Really?
Before I tested different brands. I was running with Nike, Adidas, New Balance and Asics.
So, you have with what to compare, yeah?
Well, I just feel myself comfortable with Saucony if I run the marathon, for instance 42 kilometers, and feel comfortable and leave these sneakers with me. They are really fit my needs. Today I'm wearing Saucony Kinvara with Run Shield technology. Run Shield technology means a water-resistant upper. That's a good point for a weather like today. That's why I like these sneakers and plan to stay with them all winter long or even more.
Well, and I'm wearing Adidas Energy Boost, which I bought, I guess, something like 5 years ago.
And
yes, I am, especially if taking into account that I was wearing them for running just for 2 or 3 times. I'm not a run addicted, but nevertheless would like to receive some professional advices on how to choose correct running shoes.
Then let's run to the Run Lab.
Brr, it's quite cold today.
Yeah, not for an enjoyable run, but it's kind of energizing.
Yeah, I need to change my clothes and afterwards you will demonstrate your Run Lab. Deal?
Yeah, sure.
Such a name, the laboratory for running, it's definitely with a scientific spirit. So tell me, what do you do here and what's your service?
Well, firstly, we help people to choose the correct pair of running shoes individually. We check the foot pronation, analyze the running techniques. Also, here you can choose the running apparel for all the seasons.
Okay, let's start a trial. For how long shall I run?
30 seconds.
Okay, I'm ready, but don't forget that my level is the beginner. There are 3 types of pronation. Neutral or normal pronation is where the rolling of the foot optimally distributes the forces of impact. The outside part of the heel makes initial contact with the ground. The foot rolls inwards about 15% and comes in complete contact with the ground. This movement supports your body weight without any problems. At the end of the gait cycle, you push off evenly from the front of the foot. This is more commonly known as having a neutral gait. Neutral pronation is also referred to as a normal rolling. With a neutral pronation, you don't need any support in sneakers. Underpronation or supination. It occurs when the foot doesn't roll far enough on impact towards the medial side. This means that on takeoff, when running or walking, pressure is placed on the smaller toe. Again, the outside of the heel makes initial contact with the ground, but the invert movement of the foot occurs at less than 15%. Consequently, forces of impact are concentrated on a smaller area of the foot and are not distributed as efficiently. Supination needs shoes with a neutral pronation. Overpronation. As with the normal pronation sequence, the outside of the heel makes initial ground contact. However, the foot rolls inwards more than the ideal 15%, which is called overpronation. This means the foot and the ankle have problems stabilizing the body, and the shock isn't absorbed as efficiently. At the end of the gait cycle, the front of the foot pushes off the ground using mainly the big toe and second toe, which must then do all the work. Overpronators should look for shoes with a support. Dima, so what are the results?
I like your running technique. I don't know how you will run on the pavement, but here on the run track is good. You run correctly, you push off from the front of the foot, and in this way the forces of impact are distributed optimally. Now let's analyze the foot roll. We put a marker on a heel sensor, further move Achilles tendon and gastrocnemius. The result is 193%. Almost neutral pronation. I mean, you have neutral pronation. So choose shoes without a support, but if you would like to start running for a long distance, then it's better to use sneakers with a support.
With a support, yeah?
Yeah, the same like for overpronators. If you run for 5 or 5-10 kilometers, yours Adidas Energy Boost are also good with this aim. Look, when you wear Adidas, the roll is 189.
Do they level? Yeah.
It means that these shoes level your foot. Yes, as they have a special internal insertion and do fix your foot. That's why they can level your foot. Now let's go and check what do we have for you.
Which brands do you have here?
4 brands: Asics, Nike, Saucony and New Balance.
Which one will be the first?
Let's start from Asics. Among all these models, I recommend you Dynaflight. Heel-to-toe drop is low, 4 mm. Low heel, which helps to start from toes.
Awesome.
Here you have them.
I really like them. You know, when I entered your lab and had a quick look around, and these sneakers were those which I liked the most. Just look at this color shading, it's really great.
Yes, such a new technology.
The upper unit uses high-quality fabrics in order to provide a secure and comfortable coverage. What's the next?
Now let's try American Nike.
Dima, I have heard that Nike is not that good for a comfortable running. What do you think?
Well, I can't agree, as I do respect Nike, especially Pegasus model. These were my first running shoes for a semi-marathon. Moreover, recently they hit the world record in formal record. But nevertheless, now I suggest you to try on Structure model. They are with a support and waterproof. Also good for today's weather.
For today's weather, yeah. Okay, let's try. Except waterproof effect, these shoes also have some reflective elements for safe running in the dark.
And here comes New Balance.
I know that New Balance offers several shoe widths. Which one do we have in Ukraine?
Well, usually here we have a middle width. The most common one. I don't remember, let's check it on the box.
I think it's D.
B, it's B.
B? I see.
For now, this width standard is enough, as running in Ukraine is not that popular like in USA, for example.
You know what? I'm also not sure that other people do prefer New Balance brand.
On the contrary, they do, as this brand gives good price-quality offer. Yes, their deal price-quality is quite good. I recommend you the Boracay model,
Okay.
the third edition. Heel-to-toe drop is also low, neutral pronation, no support here. They are not waterproof for dry weather, up to 5 degrees.
Their colors are also sunny.
Yes, it's a mix of pink and orange.
It's kind of girlish.
Look, the pattern is like a snakeskin. Try them on.
Okay. Newly designed upper hug your foot for a lightweight ride that feels unbelievably plush. And a cherry on top is Saucony.
Yeah, Saucony.
Do you know that people are confused how to pronounce this name correct? That's why the explanation appeared on the official webpage. It's like Saucony, you know, Sauc and a knee, Saucony, and you pronounce it correct.
Have been in USA. I recommend 4mm heel-to-toe drop for starting from your toes. Saucony Kinvara Run Shield. Here the upper is highly water resistant for a relaxing run in winter.
Great. And I won't get cold like today, yeah?
No, you won't. I must say that the sole might slip on ice, but if you run on the snow surface, nothing will disturb you. So, let's check them.
Perfect. So-called flex shell upper provides water protection, but at the same time it's breathable. These are technologies from Saucony. Well, I'm lost. My dear friends, please help me to choose. Write in comments below which one do you like the most. Hope this video was useful for you. Together with you were Iriska and Dima. Subscribe to my channel and give a thumb up, as we were trying to do our best. We wish you to stay happy and
Run comfortably.
bye!